Laws upon self-imposed laws do not change the human nature, and they give us no sustaining power over the indulgence of our flesh. If you've ever been on a diet, you know exactly what I mean. Basically, every diet boils down to two rules: stop eating the bad stuff and stop eating so much of the good stuff. And that's why diets generally don't work. They're just rules to follow. But those rules don't change that I still like eating the bad stuff and I still like eating too much of the good stuff. God says, don't lie, but that doesn't change our motivation to lie. God says, don't fornicate, but that rule hasn't changed our fleshly desires. God says, don't get drunk, but that rule does not, in and of itself, defeat our carnal pleasures. Rules define sin, but rules of themselves do not conquer sin. This point is repeated over and over again throughout the Bible. Another example is here in Galatians chapter 3, verse 21. Is the law then against the promises of God? Certainly not. For if there had been a law given which could have given life, truly righteousness would have been by the law. And then another point in Hebrews chapter 7, verses 18 and 19. For on the one hand, there is an annulling of the former commandment because of its weakness and unprofitableness, for the law made nothing perfect. So Paul in these cases is talking about the old law, the Mosaic law. And what he's explaining is that if law by itself could make us righteous, the Mosaic law would have done that. But the Mosaic law did not do that. So that is proof that even a perfect law from God is not sufficient of itself to make us righteous.